In this video, we're going to talk about fair use. Fair use, or doctrine of fair use, is a particular doctrine in the law of the United States that permits limited use of copyrighted material. This is the Wikipedia brief explanation. But if we scroll down here, after we search in Google what fair use is, you're going to find some really interesting results. Well, you will find a lot of results, but let's check what Google, which is the most important search engine and publisher, has to say. And also, let's see, for example, YouTube. There are also some fair use guidelines on YouTube, which are pretty explanatory. So let's go and see also this link here. I will show you better. This is support.google.com. Fair use on YouTube, YouTube help, Google support. This is where you can find the information for YouTube, which is one of the many platforms where you can create your videos in this case, but you can use any other social network to create images or audio or whatever. So basically this is from Google here, and it identifies 4 factors of fair use. These are the main 4 factors. So you can read here, you can just read this briefly, or you can, if you are interested, you can investigate more. But basically you can, well, fair use says that under a certain use you can use copyright material, and not only like CC0 or Creative Commons or public domain. So if you want to know more about these topics, just type CC0 and check the Creative Commons or the copyleft, which means that you can basically do anything with a particular content because it's free, copyleft. And also, if you are interested, you can check the public domain. So these are all aspects concerning the copyright issues. So just if you want to investigate more on that, you can do it. Also, you can try to search in our YouTube channel. Perhaps we did some other guides about those topics. And here it says, well, that you can use also some copyrighted material if you are doing something about criticisms or commentary or news reporting or teaching or scholarship. So if you do something educational, if you do something in these areas, then you're maybe, because there is nothing sure. Basically, you always need to check the case. So you need to understand that every case it's something unique, and so only a judge can determine in a defense if something is fair use or not. But these are the factors that will help you to understand better what fair use is and what is not. So the first factor here, it says that you are doing something not purely commercial. So you are not creating something to resale, you're not want to make a lot of money out of that, and this is the first factor. And well, also if your project it's a little bit transformative and it's not the mere copy of the original. And also the nature, if you're using, for example, just something that is factual, so it's real, it's gonna be considered more likely considered fair than fictional works. So if you copy a fictional work, well, that's gonna be harder to explain. And also the amount and substantiality of the portion you are using. So if you take the whole work of someone else and you just use it in any aspect, that's not going to be fair use. But also if you do a small portion but really important, could not be considered fair use. And also the use on the potential market. Now if you copy something and you, let's say, invade the market of that particular product, then that's not going to be fair use. So if you perhaps help the owner to make more profit, or if you help the owner to make more money out of something, that's gonna probably be fair use because you're actually helping and not like creating disadvantages to that author or that work. Now, of course, if you want to do something which will be, again, purely commercial, for example, you want to do a music video and you use the song of someone else, well, that's not gonna be fair use at all. So it must be not purely commercial. It must be something, for example, teaching something or news reporting. Okay, now that's more likely to be considered fair use. Now we can also check the YouTube fair use, and you will find the 4 factors here as well, which are pretty much similar, but you can give a look to this as well. For example, here that it's saying in the first factor that commercial uses are less likely to be considered fair use, but it's still possible to monetize a video that contains fair use material. So if you create a video and that's going to be fair use, so you use well, you did something, let's say for teaching, and you just used, well, you used something real or factual and not some fictional work, and you only use one little portion of that copyrighted work, and you are not doing any disadvantage, or you are doing advantage to the author or the product, then it's probably gonna be fair use and you can still monetize more. If you want to know more, then you can investigate on this. If you go here in the YouTube factors and you scroll all the way down, you will also find some more links. For example, this digital media law projects with the detailed explanation of the 4 factors and also best practice, and you will find examples, so you have everything you need here. You just need to investigate a little bit more. So this will be all for this video guide. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.